Hi, I'm Laura Paladin, spiritual guide and teacher, and I thought it would be helpful to share with you how I get the channeled messages from Spirit that I've been sharing with you every day for 85 days now. So when my partner first passed away, I begged Spirit to give me something to make me want to get out of bed. We were very, very close, and I was extremely devastated by his loss. And I started getting these little messages. I'd wake up with the same words playing over in my head. I keep a pad of paper handy and I would write them down, sometimes go back to sleep. And then when I read them, they were these little gifts that kept me going. And it's meant the world to me that I started making little posters for myself and hanging them on my walls. After a while, I realized that some of them were not just for me and were really powerful and messages we're sharing with other people. So I started sharing them with my friends and family. And eventually, Spirit very definitely directed me to share them with you. And that's why I make the daily posters and I share them the way I do. By the way, over on my website, laurapaladin.com, I have a selection of them and you can print them out there in 8.5 by 11 format. So if you love one, you can put it on your wall. Eventually, I had the experience of waking up fully before I had received the message in that sort of dreamy state. So I sat in bed and I did a meditation, just progressive relaxation, moved myself into that space of being open and receptive and started waiting for the message to come through. And fortunately, that has happened as well. So sometimes the messages start before I even wake up, but a lot of the time now I take the time to stop before I start my day and write them down. And basically I just keep a pad of paper and pen handy at all times when I'm meditating. I do take questions into meditation. If something is preying on my mind, I will do a meditation with the pen and paper handy and write down the messages that I get. And I've had some wonderful interactions with my spirit guides that way. So it's been amazing. And my partner too, we talk every night before I go to bed, and having that little conversation that we had every night before we went to sleep when he was in body has been incredibly helpful for helping me feel connected to him at all times, which is important to me. And I recognize that some people that have lost a loved one need to create separation because for them, for you, perhaps, it's just not something that you want in your daily life. But for me, it's really something that I do want. I do want to continue that relationship with Jim. One of the things I'm working on for my new book, Innate Spirituality, Remembering Who We Really Are, is a system for living innate spirituality. The very first step is connecting. We all connect with spirit in such different ways. For me, it's meditation. A lot of times it's going on walks. Sometimes when I'm driving in my car, I will start getting messages from spirit because I'm in sort of a hypnotic state. I'm in an autopilot state, right? Not that I'm not paying attention, but driving becomes something that we do automatically. If we had to think about every single bit of it, let's face it, it wouldn't be good. Thank goodness that phones come with the ability to make voice memos, right? I've had whole songs come to me while I was driving, and each little verse will be a separate memo. So being open to connecting across the veil, that's step one. Step two is applying what you've learned. So taking the information that I received from Spirit, sharing it with you or sharing it with a friend, or when I feel moved to go someplace to do a thing, I apply it. The third, trust. It is so easy for us to talk ourselves out of what we know to be true, isn't it? Oh, trust. Just sit with it and know to show gratitude to the spirits across the veil who are connecting with you, who are sharing with you, who are just lifting up your life. Trust. Trust and gratitude go hand in hand. And the fourth, it's CATS, CATS, is share. Share what you've learned with other people. As long as we keep this all to ourselves as our own private little experience, we do not grow in the same way that we do when we share our experience. We also make it okay for other people to feel confident in what they're experiencing. It's really so important. So, CATS. Connect, apply, trust, and share. You can look forward to hearing a lot more about that So this is one tool that I use to communicate across the veil that I find invaluable. So I hope that's helpful for you too. I'll see you tomorrow with another channeled message from Spirit.